What makes you feel nice and warm inside? A nice warm bath? Family vacay? A nice book to read? What about a clean car? That's what we'll be talking about today. How do you go from a car that's filled with food crumbs in your backseat, fingerprints on your windows, dog hair throughout your car, and depending on the time in the season or where you live, love bugs splattered on the front end of your car, to a nice clean car with the scent of coconut? We'll be discussing the process into preparing to wash your vehicle, actually washing your vehicle, and then lastly, inventorying and restocking the supplies used to wash your vehicle. In an article titled Tips for Washing Your Car's Body by Deanna Sklar, she explains the importance to not wash your vehicle in hot weather. This can damage the paint of your vehicle and also the finishing of your vehicle. So with that in mind, washing your vehicle in the early mornings or late evenings is ideal. If you have an overhang and you can wash your car underneath the overhang, that's also great to do. The first process into preparing to wash your vehicle is to ensure that you have all the supplies needed to wash the vehicle. As you can see, I have next to me all the supplies I like to use when I wash my vehicle. For the interior of my vehicle, I like to use Pledge. Pledge is awesome. It's an all-purpose cleaner. Invisible glass, and that can actually be used on the inside of your windows and then also the outside of your windows. And then over here we have our vacuum cleaner for the inside of your vehicle. For the outside of the vehicle, I use Bug and Tar Remover, No Scrub All Wheel Cleaner, Tire Wet Foam, and this is for the finishing product of your tires. We have this type of auto wash, and this is for satin matte finish. This vehicle that I'm going to be washing today has a matte finish, and we don't want that part to be shiny, so this is why we use this soap. I have different types of rags that I use, and this is mostly used for the inside of the vehicle and in the rims at the finishing part of it. I have a scrub, and on this side it's neat because it has a netting finish on this side, and then it has a softer finish on this side. The netting part is for the bugs or anything that's kind of tough to get off. Here we have a chamois to dry your vehicle, and then we have our pressure washer right here. We have this foam cannon. In the foam cannon, you actually put the soap that you have, and then you can actually attach it to the pressure washer. So now that we have all the supplies lined up to wash the vehicle, we will now talk about that washing of the vehicle process. So in an article titled Proper Car Washing and Car Drying Techniques by Auto Geeks, they state it is important to wash your car weekly. Why do you want to wash your car weekly? You want to wash your car weekly because the contaminants that you allow to sit in your vehicle, if it sits on there too long, it can actually cause damage to the paint of your vehicle. Biohazards such as bird droppings or bug remains left on the vehicle too long, it has an organic acid that will actually eat away at the finishing of your paint. So I'm going to take this Bug and Tar Remover, and we're actually going to spray it here on the front end of your car. You also want to spray it on the front windshield of your car, and then you're actually going to want to spray it on the side mirrors. Those are common areas where you would find bug remains. If you do have bird droppings anywhere else, you can actually spray on those areas as well. I will follow behind it, and I will spray the No Scrub All Wheel Cleaner onto all 4 of the rims. So you look over here, we'll have just on the rims. You don't have to spray on the tires. You want to get all the brake dust off. So that's what we'll use this for. While this is sitting, I will start to work on the interior of the vehicle. So in the interior of the vehicle, we will want to vacuum the entire vehicle out, and then you'd want to spray and clean the inside of the windows and then any hard surfaces that you can clean. Once you're done with that, before you close your door, ensure to put that nice coconut scent that we like so much into your car. After you're done with that, we're now going to focus on the outside of the car. Your main piece of equipment is going to be your pressure washer. Initially, you will spray all the areas that we applied the Bug and Tar Remover and the No Scrub Tire Cleaner. And once that is done, then you'd want to ensure that, that stuff should take off most of the bugs and the brake dust that we have. Once you're done with that, spray the entire car, make sure the entire car is wet. Then you want to apply your your foam cannon to your pressure washer, and then you apply that whole entire thing to your entire car. And you take your bucket, which you'll put soap in, and your scrub, and then you'd want to scrub your entire car. If you have an additional person, that person can follow behind you and make sure to rinse off the car so that way soap does not stay on your car too long. If you do not have an additional person, you can do it by yourself. That is perfectly fine. You just want to section off your car. You can section off your car by the front end of your car, the rear end of your car, and then your two sides. You want to ensure to start off with the non-sun side, because that side is probably going to be sitting the longest. You do not want your soap to get dried up on your vehicle because it can also cause damage to your paint. Once your car is entirely done and rinsed off, you'd want to follow behind and dry it with the chamois. Once your car is completely dry with the chamois, you can then go back behind and spray your tire wet foam onto the tires of your car. This stuff, actually, you do not have to do anything afterwards. It will dry by itself. So now that we're done cleaning the vehicle, we'll now talk about restocking and inventorying your supplies that you use to clean the vehicle. It is important to make sure that you still have an adequate amount of stuff to use for the next time that you come out. You want to make sure that all of your equipment is still working, and then you want to ensure to package it all up into the garage in one area. A lot of people like to just mix their stuff together. If you have your yard supplies, if you have your mechanical tools, try to make sure that your car washing stuff is in one compact area. That concludes my speech. I hope you guys have learned a great deal into washing your vehicle, and I look forward to seeing everyone else's speech.